It's me, Renee. I'm back. And today is the 2nd of December. I was about to say August. I don't know why. And yeah, so as I said earlier, I'm going to do one video every day until the 24th of December. So yeah, here I am again. And some of these videos I have planned, some of them I haven't really decided on. Today's video ended up being kind of kind of random, but also I kind of got the idea today, and I thought, you know what? Why not? So, as you can see from the title, this is me talking about second books, or books number two. These are, as I'd say, these are all second books that the author gave out. They're not. But yeah, they're all second books. Some of them are second and last because they're in anthology, but some of them aren't. And yeah, I kind of honestly I feel like often second books are kind of forgotten about. You talk about the first book in the series because a new series is out. It's going to introduce you to all the characters and so interesting. And then you talk a lot about last book in series because Sam, I want to read it. I don't want to read it. I want to read it. I want to know what happens. But the second books, I feel like are often kind of forgotten about. Of course, yes, if you are like invested in the author or in the series, then you will be at the edge of your seat waiting for the book. But if not, well then, the second book is just a book that exists. So this, my dear friends, is for all the second books out there. Not that I'm gonna show you all the second books out in the world or all the second books that I own, because that would be crazy. I own a lot of books, a lot of series. But yeah, so you might ask yourself also, Renee, these books, are they the second books that you read this year? Are they books that came out this year? Yes, and no. So some of them came out this year, some of them I read this year, but not all of them. So yeah, honestly, the only thing that connects all these books is that they are second books. Other than that, they have no connection. Hey, Chaos is my middle name. No, but yeah. So yeah, let's get to the books. First, we have My Vampire Plus One by Jenna Levine. I read both this and the first book this year, and I loved it so much. Was anticipating the third book that came out also this year that I actually just DNF'd because no. But yeah, this one is very fun. I kind of like how it's similar to the first book, but also kind of different. And yeah, it's a delight of a book. I'm just going to go quick through this because it's going to be a lot of books here. But you can know that all these books I will recommend you. There will be no turds on this in this video. And then we have Temple of Swoon by Joe Segura. This one takes place in Brazil, and it is the second, I would say, in a duology more than anything else. But also, it has some people from the first book that are kind of present in this second book. And at times, kind of more cameo, but at times, yeah, big things happen. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say more than that. And yeah, it's also a lovely love story with, yeah, archaeology background. Then we have a bit of an older book, but honestly, it's one of my favorites. Fire by Kirsten Cashore. This one, so this is also the one of the newer covers. This series has a lot of covers, but yeah, this is a YA book, high fantasy. But it's a book that will make you think. At least it made me think. It makes you think, what makes a monster? It's kind of all the story behind this book because the main character is categorized a monster, even though their actions are good. So it's like, are you a monster, or do you become a monster, or is it something you are? And yeah, it's so good. Then we have a Norwegian book. Yeah, I'm gonna show you some Norwegian books now and then because I am. Benny går igjen. This is the second book in the series, and this one takes place around Halloween, but I mean, didn't say that it will all be Christmas books here. The first book is a Christmas book. And yeah, we're back with the characters you meet in the first book. It's shenanigans, uh it's just funniness. It's yeah, so good. It's kind of sad this book isn't translated to other languages. I think it's actually series is out in Danish, and I think that's it. Though I suppose right now would be kind of weird because the main character is gay, so I don't really think you would find it in Barnes& and Noble. Though I suppose maybe a British publisher could do it because they're not that anti-gay. I don't know. How are you in Britain, Britland, UK? I don't know, but yeah, amazing series. The Enchanted Greenhouse came out this year, right this year, and kind of like how in this book it kind of takes the first book and puts it on its head because the first book the main character is very much a loner. In this one, the main character is very much not a loner, but the love interest is a loner. But they do fall in love because it's a romance. And also, I love how this book starts with a uh, island that's kind of deserted, but then little by little, it gets more and more people in the island, and yeah, love that. Then we have the Map Makers, which I read last year. And yeah, honestly, this is just so good. I love it so much. Beautiful cover, amazing story. It's a great whimsical middle grade read, and yeah, I just love it so much. Then we have A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole. This book came out in like 20, I want to say 15, 17, so almost 10 years ago. And this is also actually our original cover. They have new covers now. I haven't gotten the new covers yet, but yeah, I love this series. It's historical spy series. It's set during Civil War in the United Kingdom. I was about to say United States, and yeah, it's just so good. Highly recommend it. Then we have The Other Half of Happiness by Aisha Malik. This, yeah, I mean, you see, it's one of the actually few books that I have annotated. I don't do that a lot, but I did with this book because I felt like it. And yeah, it just does a lot of interesting things with the people you met in the first book, but it's also just yeah, so good, and yeah, recommend it so much. Then we have Murder on a Summer Break. Oh yeah, this is something I forgot about. So I feel like second books, I feel like often you actually can start with them. I feel like I don't really feel like you often need to start with the first book in the series. Sometimes you can just jump in the second book. Though the exceptions would be here, which is a duology. So yeah, here duology, I feel like you kind of need to read the first book. Though then again, this is kind of like it's a mystery series. Like you know the characters, but it's different people, different mystery. So I suppose in a way you wouldn't have to read the first book first, but you would lose quite a lot, I would say. And yeah, this is just such a great feminist YA book about the world we live in, about patriarchy, and yeah, it's just the best. Then we have a moment. Castle of Bones by Ryan Calejo, the second in the League of Shadows series. And yeah, quite a chunker. It is kind of fun because it's the second book in the series. The first book is like this big, and the second book is huge. But it actually, like, all of this book is important. Like, there's nothing in it that I feel like you need that part, that chapter is boring. No, the whole of this book is so important and so valuable and just so good. And yeah, I just love this series. And I would say you can start with this book because it's the second in a quintet, so there's several books after it. So yeah, and it's all just the second one. So yeah. Then we have Not Your Villain by C.B. Lee. This is the second in this Not Your series. It's set in a dystopian future. Well, kind of, it's set in the future that your kids could potentially have because it's set just kind of like 100 years in the future. So it's not like hugely long in the future, but it's in our future. It's a world with superheroes and also the superheroes trying to take it down the government because that's what you have to do. And yeah, this is second book. They actually kind of, I would say, like the first half of this book actually kind of repeats the things that happened in the first book, but from this character's perspective. So in that way, you could quite easily start with this book. I would say you don't have to, but you could. Then we have Changeless by Gail Carriger. This is the second in the Partial Protectorate series, and it is quite like the okay. So it's as I say, the second book. The first book ended quite happily and nice, and in a way, actually kind of funny. Fun fact: the book was actually originally written as a standalone, but then the publisher wanted to have more books, and then Gail thought, well, I could write more books with these characters. And so this happened, which quite early in the book, boom, a big bomb happens. A big bomb happens. A big plot twist happens, which changes a lot of things. And yeah, changeless is not what is happening. And yeah, I just love this series so much. And yeah, if you haven't read it yet, you should. You should. Not that you should read this in this book, but yeah, it's a great book to read. Then we have The Severed Thread by Leslie Wedder, the second in a trilogy, so maybe don't read it, but also read the first book and then read this book. And I would say also you could, I would say you actually could read the second book in a trilogy, just maybe not in a duology. But yeah, this is a YA fairy tale remix series, and it's very sapphic, very queer, very good. Yeah. Sorry. Then we have City Spies Golden Gates by James Ponti. I loved this book. This was yeah, very good. It took the first book and then took it another level and added cool things to it, and I yeah, loved it so much. This is a series all about 12-year-olds going around being spies. So if that's up your alley, check out the series. Then we have Courtships and Conspiracies by Gail Carriger. This is her YA series. This is another spy book. This is contemporary spies. This is spies in olden times. And yeah, love this series. And then we have yeah, just two more books. And then we have Dating and Dragons by Kirsty Boyce. This is a yeah, very sweet, lovely YA nerdy romance book. And last but not least, Charmed by Michelle Creese. This is the second in a duology, so I suppose again, don't start with this book, but do pick it up because it is very good. And yeah, that is my second books that I recommend all so much. Have you read any of these? Did it make you want to read them? Please. Do you have any second books you want to talk about? Do that. I'll see you soon. Bye.